I wish my life was covered in these sprinkles. Hi Bold Bakers. Now on the rare occasion, I do like a single serving dessert and not the whole thing. Now, although they're usually made large, you can actually make a single serving cheesecake. They are the perfect size for one, and best of all, they're no bake. So let's get started. So first off, the recipe can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com along with all of my other recipes. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Okay, let's get started on our cheesecake. First off, we're going to make our base. So in this bowl, I have some of my favorite cookies, graham crackers. Now, if you don't have graham crackers, you can use digestive biscuits, rich tea, any kind of a plain biscuit. Now, these guys are all ground up, and into this, I'm going to pour in some melted butter. These are the traditional ingredients that you would have for a base of a cheesecake. Then just mix them all together, make sure the butter coats all of the cookies. Lovely. I have to say, when it comes to cheesecake, the base is my favorite part. I absolutely love it. And the best thing about these single serving ones is that you're going to get layer upon layer of base, so it's not just one. Okay, lovely, this is perfect. I'm going to set that to the side, and now we're going to mix up our cheesecake filling. So if you watch a lot of Bigger Bolder Baking, you know that I'm a big fan of no-bake cheesecakes. So what we're going to make now is pretty much the standard cheesecake filling that I make, and then we're going to add different flavors to it, so you can make it any type of dessert that you like. So into our bowl, add in some cream cheese, cream, sugar, and vanilla extract. And then I'm going to take my hand mixer. Now you can also do this on a stand mixer, and best of all, you can also do it by hand with a whisk. You're just going to need a lot of elbow grease, but you'll get there. Okay, this is looking great, and it was nice and fast too. So here we have the base recipe for our cheesecakes. From here, the world is your oyster. The first cheesecake I'm going to show you how to make is a lemon and blueberry one. So now into our cheesecake mix, I'm going to add in some lovely fresh lemon zest. Lemon and blueberry works really well together, and I think because it's the best of both worlds. The blueberries are sweet and kind of floral, and then it's balanced with the zestiness of the lemon. It's just, oh yum, like blueberry and lemon pancakes, blueberry and lemon cheesecake, anything at all, I'm all about it. Okay, great, there's our lemon zest. Then all you want to do is just fold this in with a spatula. So now just so you know, these are single servings, but the best thing about these recipes is that you can multiply them out to make 2, 4, 6, even 8. It'll work really well. So now here we have the cream cheese layer. Now another one I want to put in is lovely homemade lemon curd. Now this recipe is also on biggerbolderbaking.com. I absolutely adore lemon curd. I don't think that's any secret. So he's definitely going in there to balance out that cream cheese. And then for our blueberries, I have some frozen blueberries that have been defrosted. I love using frozen berries because they're generally frozen in season, so they're at their absolute best. I can even smell these right now and they're gorgeous. And look at that beautiful color. This is going to be a really nice contrast both with flavor and with color in our cheesecake. And then of course we have our cookie crumb layer, which we already made. So now all we have to do is assemble. It's the easiest and best part. So here I have some lovely stemless wine glasses. Now I love to present in these because they look so beautiful and you get to see all of the lovely layers. You can use a jar either, that will work really well too. So now we're going to go with our first layer, which is the crust. To start off your cheesecake, add a nice thick layer of your cookie mix. Don't be shy with this, my favorite part. Next, we're going to go in with our cream cheese filling. Spread it all the way around so it reaches the edges of your glass. On top of the cream cheese goes our blueberries. These not only taste great, but they're going to look amazing too. Okay, let's go again with another layer of cream cheese to cover over the blueberries. Now my personal favorite, lemon curd. Spread it all over the surface. Now we're almost to the top. I'm going to add another big scoop of the cream cheese filling. Spread it all the way around the glass. Then to decorate our cheesecake, we're going to pipe some whipped cream on top, grate over some lemon zest, and sprinkle over a few more cookie crumbs just for extra texture. Perfect. Now the beauty of these cheesecakes is technically you don't have to wait for it to set. It's all ready to go. You can pop it into the fridge and chill it for a few hours, and you can make them ahead of time, maybe 2 days in advance. But honestly, once you assemble it, if you want to dig in, just go right ahead. Oh gosh, oh yum. You know what? I would eat this for dinner. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and the lemon, it's not too zesty. It's a little bit of sweetness. Heaven. Okay, so that's just one cheesecake. Let's move on to our next one. So if you liked the look of that last cheesecake, you are going to go nuts for this next one. It is a chocolate and peanut butter cheesecake. We're going to start out with our base, which is Oreo crumbs. So into our crushed Oreos, I'm going to pour in some melted butter. Now, if you don't want to add the butter into this, you don't have to, but what I like about it is that it actually sets when it gets cold and it creates a nice firm base. Oh, just love it. And just mix it all together until the Oreos are nice and wet. Perfect. Now we're going to set that aside and bring in our cream cheese mix. So here I have some smooth peanut butter. Just go ahead and add that in. And then with a spatula, just mix it in until it's well combined. Now, one of the reasons I love these desserts is because you don't have to think about them too much. They're really adaptable. Add in whatever flavor you like into these. These are just suggestions. What a lovely color that is. You know what else? I use salty peanut butter so you get that little bit of extra flavor. That's yummy. Okay, so we have our cream cheese filling, we've got our cookie base. Now we're going to assemble our cheesecake. So now I've got my nice glass, I've got my cookies ready to go in. So I'm going to add in a nice big layer. You can be as generous as you want with your cookie layer. So now we're actually going to put in a few cookie crumb layers in this, so don't worry, you're going to have plenty of it by the end. We're going with our cream cheese filling. Nice thick layer of this. Do you know who would love this cheesecake? Kevin. Kevin would love this cheesecake. So now to break up the layers a little bit, I'm going to pipe in some whipped cream. I absolutely adore whipped cream. And then again with our cookies. In you go. A cheesecake with 2 layers of cookies cannot be bad. There's just no way. And then another thick layer of peanut butter mix. Gorgeous. And then for the last layer, I'm going to pour some chocolate sauce on top. This is just to make it extra chocolatey. And then when you go to scoop it, you're going to get a layer of chocolate sauce, peanut butter, cookie, all different textures and flavors. It's going to be delicious. Then our absolute last finishing touch is going to be some whipped cream on top. And then sprinkle over some peanut butter cups. Gorgeous. If you're all about peanut butter and chocolate, you are going to love this dessert. And even if you're not, try it out because I bet you can be convinced. So I'm going to taste this one for Kevin. Oh my gosh. You know what I love about this? There's not a huge amount of peanut butter in here, so you get a little bit of the sourness from the cream cheese, saltiness from the peanut butter, and then layers of cream and chocolate sauce. What could be better? Actually, I know what could be better. Let's move on to our next cheesecake. So you know me, I am crazy about sprinkles. So this next cheesecake is one of my personal favorites. It's a Funfetti cheesecake. We're going to start out in a large bowl with our cream cheese mix. So my cream cheese mix already has a lovely flavor with a little bit of sugar and vanilla that we put in there. The next thing I'm going to add is a little bit of food coloring. Now you can use my all natural food coloring or you can use good quality store bought. But what we're going to do is turn this mix kind of a rich pinky color, just like Funfetti. There you go, you just need a tiny bit of food dye and then mix it all together until the color is the whole way throughout. Okay, so this is looking fantastic. Tastes yummy. Now we already have every layer that we need already made, so now we're going to assemble our cheesecake. Okay, so our first order of business, our cookie crumb layer. So these are my graham crackers that I made earlier. I'm just going to add a really thick layer of these guys in there. Okay, so that's looking good. Now in with my cream cheese filling. Look at that gorgeous color, unbelievable. Does that not just put a smile on your face? Like seriously, look at beautiful pink. Now, if you'll notice with this cheesecake, I am adding a lot of filling in there. And I'm just going to fill this one almost to the top. I'm sure you can probably see by now, but these are very generous servings. So you're probably talking 1 to 2 people if you feel like sharing. Okay, so simply we're going to top this cheesecake off with some whipped cream, a nice big rosette on top. Gorgeous. Now, of course, we can't call this a Funfetti cheesecake without adding on a few beautiful sprinkles. So scatter those all over the top. So now this is why I love Funfetti right here. I've no words, like it looks absolutely amazing. Now these cheesecakes will keep safe in your fridge for up to 2 to 3 days. And as you can tell, I would say roughly they're 1 to 2 servings. If you want to share with somebody else, that's up to you. But I think I'm going to enjoy mine all by myself. Like, let's face it, a dessert that looks this good cannot taste bad. Absolutely delicious, it's yummy and creamy, and there's pretty sprinkles on top. I wish my life was covered in these sprinkles. Just so gorgeous, yummy. These cheesecakes are perfect to be shared by yourself or even enjoyed with friends. No matter what, there is a flavor here for everyone. As always, the recipe can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com, and don't forget to tap that subscribe button. I'll see you back here really soon for more Bigger Bolder Baking.